We're there. Good. So your feet are hip width, shoulder width, lengthening up through a nice long spine. And you might find yourself feeling a little bit lighter, calmer, and more open just because we've decided to be here today. I always find as soon as I get on my yoga mat, I start to feel calm and more relaxed. Now, let the breath lift the arms up into the air. Join the palms together, bend the knees, keep the knees in line with the toes, send your bottom back. Inhale, join the palms, exhale. This time, if it's possible, lift the heels off the floor, just a touch. And as you lift the heels off the floor, keep the weight on the big toe side of the feet. In through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. Two more. One more. Yes. Please open your feet a little bit wider. And we've all had that experience of being on a plane or a long journey, ankles, feet swell up, knees swell up. It's because the venous blood is becoming very sluggish. So what we're doing here this evening is getting that kind of activation, that flow, harmonizing. So bring the heels in slightly and your hands on the thighs. Now, let the right knee move in the direction of the right toes. Let the left knee move in the direction of the left toes. Just a little pushing from one to the other, making sure the knees don't go beyond the toes, but just in that general direction. Just to start to ease the hip joints into greater freedom. Now, find the middle path. And we bring the arms back and we touch first fingers and thumbs together. We push the bottom back. We sit a little bit lower as sun god. And we take a few breaths here. It's not easy. Yes, then bring the hands on the thighs. Now lift one heel off the floor and lift the other heel off the floor. And you can feel how the calf muscles really get activated. So this is very preventative, but things like varicose veins, people don't get varicose arteries, do they? They get varicose veins. It's that blood going back up that becomes sluggish. We've got to keep the harmony going. Good. And now could we lift both heels slightly and then down? And again, lift both heels slightly and down. And lift both heels slightly and down. Then back, first fingers and thumbs touching back into sun god. Sit a little bit lower. The knees are in lining with the toes. Good. And now we're going to bend to one side. Look at the hand. Come back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Stay on your sun god if you can, because you're eccentrically strengthening the legs. Two more. One more. Oh, I don't know about you, but I need to come up. Oh. And are you ready to go down again? So we go down, let the hips go back, pelvic floor opens. Good. Now sit your bottom back a little bit more. So we're not kind of like this, we're more pushing the bottom back. So we've got that deep hip strength. And then we bring the left shoulder to the floor, but the left arm stays straight. And we look over the left shoulder and we come back. And then we keep the right arm straight and we bring the shoulder towards the floor, look over that shoulder. And we just carry on for 30 seconds. One more. Now straighten the legs, turn your toes in, and legs nice and long. Bring the hands on the back of the hamstrings, slide down with a nice long front, and only go as far as is comfortable. Take a few breaths here and focus on the legs being nice and long. So we're loading the bones in equal dimensions. 2 more breaths. And we come back. Now turn your left foot in, turn your right foot out. And again, if we really want to strengthen the legs, especially the bones, the legs straight, I'm pressing through the outer edge of the back foot and the inner edge of the front foot. Now open your arms, grow through the back arm, grow through the back leg. And can you send the hips back? Look what I'm doing with my pelvis and the hips. My thighs are going back, but everything above the waist is going forward, placing the hand on the leg and making sure the weight's on the inner edge of the front foot. Left arm goes up, roll open for 3 breaths. Keep drawing the legs into brightness, into glow, into length. Weights on the inner edge of the front foot and the outer edge of the back foot. Coming up. Oh, did you? Let's turn the right foot in. Left foot turns out. And again, if you bend the knees even slightly, it's okay, but we want to eccentrically load the bones and the muscles. So I'd rather you only have the legs straighten and go a little bit than bend the knees and let the ego come into it. So the weight's on the inner edge of the front foot, the outer edge of the back foot. The legs are kind of drawing up. We send the pelvis and the hips as if the pelvis were a bowl. We're spilling the bowl over the front leg. We're slicing the upper body down the front right, left foot, and then we're opening wide. Roll open for 3 breaths. And 2 breaths. And then come back. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Now you need your block. Now then, know the arches of our feet should always be, when we're walking, I'm exaggerating, but the arches of your feet need to have this kind of spring, this rhythm. And what prevents that is when the feet stay rigidly still. So we're going to restore the function back, or good function back, to the arch. So please bring the block in between your ankles or in between your thighs here. And what that will do, it'll keep the good alignment. Now, hands onto your waist, standing tall, find your breath. Let your eyes look at one point. Now lift the heels off the floor. Hold that position. Wobble is good, losing your balance is good. Then we slowly come down. Now, if we lift the arms higher, we get more load going through the bones, the legs, and the feet. So we're going to swing the arms forward, breathe in, lift the heels off the floor, keep the weight on the big toe side of the feet, relax the shoulders, keep your eyes steady. Now we're going to keep the arms up Let your heels touch the floor, bend the knees, let the hips go back. So we're in this position here. Let me just turn to the side. So you're in this position here, reaching out through your fingers, sending the hips back. Bring your hands, please, over the heart, and the heart is higher than the hips. So see if you can take one elbow on the knee. So I'm taking my right elbow on the left knee, and the thumbs and the breastbone are a really good gauge. My hips are sent back, my knees are going forward. Lift out of your shoulders. And then sit low to reach forwards, to reach high. And the block is giving you great alignment. Bring your hands over the heart and then twist the other elbow so it rests on the knee, the thigh, and use the thumbs and the breastbone as a really good gauge. Lift out of your shoulders, big volume as chest. Send the hips back, and your legs are being eccentrically loaded. So you're getting a lot of strength. Good, and then come back, please. Keep the knees bent and interlace your fingers. And as you lift the arms up, straighten your legs a little bit more. Let go of the head. And now we sit low to reach forwards this time. To reach forwards, join the palms together. Using your chest and your shoulders, open one arm and come back. Open the other arm and come back. And then once again, fold forwards, interlace your fingers, push the weight through the heels, straighten your legs, let the head go low. And then sit low to reach forwards. And then straighten the legs. Now, let's slip the block out. You'll notice there's a lot of activity here. And we let that go, please. You're just going to take a few breaths to help us to come back to default setting. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend the knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, there's some things I do better in terms of the legs when I've got something I can really focus on the biomechanics if I've got something to hold on to. So if you've got a chair, then you just want to place the back of the chair. If you've got a desk or a table or something, that will be fine too. We're not here for long. But just like a professional dancer will use the bar so she can get into a higher level embodiment, we're doing the same thing here. We can focus more on concentration, on biomechanics. So standing tall. Now we're going to lift the heels off the floor and sweep the outside arm up. Breathe in, high onto the tiptoes, hold that position. Keep the inner ankles touching, inner knees touching. And then slowly coming down, and we lift the balls of your feet slightly off the floor, and we go again. Breathe in. Now this is pushing a lot of blood back to the heart. So remember, the legs are our second heart. Aging starts always in the legs. Lift your heels. And two more. One more. And then slowly coming down. Keep your fingers on the chair, take the outside leg, and because we've got the chair, now I couldn't do it in the same way without the chair, bring the foot as high on the standing leg as you can and focus on the standing leg being straight. Now you see where my right leg is, the hip joint is here, it's very close to the groin. Focus on channeling the weight on what's called the femur head. Rather than channeling the weight here, channel the weight here, whatever that means to you. Legs straight and lift the outside arm up. And let's be here. You've got the chair because we're working on good biomechanics. Focus on your breathing, your eyes steady, your breathing steady. If you can, let go of the chair. I'm not ready yet, but if you could let go of the chair in a different hand position, please do that. I'm not quite ready for it yet because if I do, I kind of come out of my hips. So I'm focusing on loading the bones and getting those legs strong. Move the knee that's out to the side, move it forward, catch hold of the ankle, or just kick back. And then the outside arm goes up and we're going to bend forwards and push that back leg straight. So I can't quite do it until I move. So reaching in two directions, keep the weight on the mound of the big toe, mound of the baby toe, and the heel. Now we're going to bring the knee up and we go down and we come up and we go down. Two more, go up and we go down. One more, up and down. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Let's have a change of scenery. The thing is, when we lift the heels off the floor, we have to train ourselves not to do this. Can you see what's happening with my feet? That's why the block can be so useful, because what that's doing is taking unnecessary forces into the wrong places. So only go as far as you can keep the heels lightly touching, the inner knees touching, and the weights on the big toe side of the feet coming up. Yeah, it's automatically natural for the heels. My heels want to drop out. Keep them working in. Take the outside arm up. Then we bring the arms down and we lift the balls of the feet. And we go up again. And this is keeping the legs not only strong, but it's keeping the leg valves from becoming sluggish. Now stand tall, your eyes looking at one point. Take the outside knee, and because you've got the chair, go a little bit higher. Now remember, where the weight goes is here. So do your best, do your best. Whoops, daisy, wrong side. I'm just looking for my femur. Where's my femur? Gone somewhere. It's going to show you the bones, but so we're here. So be very careful this doesn't happen, because when that happens, it weakens your hips. So you want to make sure that the weight as much as possible. That's why a chair is so fantastic, because it stops those muscles becoming weak. Those anti-wobble structures become weak. So do your best. Take the outside arm up if you can. And of course, if you can keep the weight falling into the femur head and bring your hands over the heart, which I can't quite do at this moment in time, then you do that. This is not about perfection, it's about progression. The fact that you're here, you're getting a lot of benefit, loads of benefit. Stand tall, reach up through the crown. Oops. And then slowly bring the knee forwards. And we reach forwards, the leg goes back. And then we lift the leg up. So shorten, lengthen. These are the muscles that bring you symmetry, that balance your hips, balance your posture. So you want those muscles to be in symmetry. Yes, and we let that go, please. Okay, we can put the chair away. We don't need the chair anymore. Good, so now we're going to go on to a sitting position. So make yourself comfortable. And pull the buttock bones back and out. Good. Now open your legs. And even if, like me, you have to have a big bend in the legs, that's fine too. But what's not a good idea is to shorten, to have the legs straight and shorten, because that is going to blunt the edge of your potential. So it's far better to have a long spine at the front, especially, and have the knees bent. Now lift out of your waist. Turn to face the right leg, lift out of your waist, please cover the right leg. And then push your left leg straighter, keep your right leg bent. Turn your attention over to breathing. Coming up, please. Lift high out of your waist, drop the shoulders. You're on the front of your sit bones, turn towards the left. The left leg can bend, but the right leg goes straighter. And we come back. Now, if you've still got your block close to you, put your block in its tallest mode, so in portrait mode. Hands behind you, and take both of your legs on the inside. And now lift and lift and lift and lift. And the majority of this work is being done by the most important hip muscle we have, the psoas. And the psoas attaches the spine to the legs. Now open your legs again, pull the buttock bones back and out. The front line from the pubic bone to the breastbone is long. I'm going to take hold of the block. I'm in portrait mode. You could be in landscape mode. And without losing any length in the front of your spine, walk, let the block do the walking. Go as far forward as you can. Let go of the head and turn your attention over to breath. And your breath knows how to fill your body in every direction, just enough to make you become strong in every direction. The pelvic floor, the lower back, the side belly, the front belly. Two more breaths. And we come back. Move the block away from you, hands behind you, stand your feet on the floor. Now we drop the knees to one side. They may not go very far, but just drop them to one side, come back, and we drop them to the other side. And drop. drop, and drop, and drop. Good. Now bring the soles of your feet together and hands around underneath the feet. Walk your bottom as far back as you can go. Keep the chest close to the feet, walking back. And when you can't go back any further, place your fingertips as if they're about to play the piano. Place fingertips on the floor, and with the elegance of playing a piano, walk your fingers as far forward as you can. And remember, you're not here to be perfect. We're here to be whole. And whole means even the places in your body right now that, are not working as well as we would like them to be, we're welcoming everything back. Keep coming back to your breath. Let go of the head. Let me come back, please. Now lengthen out your right leg. Bend up your left leg in any way where it can just drop out. Pull the right buttock bone back and out. And again, sometimes it's okay to do this, but look what it does. It shapes my back. I don't want to grow back like that. So I like the idea of from the pubic bone to the breastbone staying long. I want to be like this in normal everyday life. I don't want to train this. So it's far better for me just to go as far as I can keep good posture. And if the ego comes in, maybe you want to do this. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not something I want to. I don't want to be shaped by that. So only go as far as you can. Turn your attention to your breathing, and your breath knows exactly how to fill your back with power, your front with power. Every time you breathe out, the bottom, everything below your waist, bottom, legs, gets heavier. And at the same time, everything above your waist gets lighter. So we're growing in two directions. And we come back. Lengthen out your left leg. And let the right leg just fall out. Pull the left buttock bone back and out. Fingertips on the floor. And again, it's up to you. If you want to shape yourself like this, I don't think you do. So it's better not to go as far, but to shape yourself how you want to be when you leave the class. Light, elegant, efficient, youthful. And as you sit here now, maybe you begin to notice the ground is welcoming the weight of your bottom. The breath knows how to fill your belly in every direction, just enough to make you become strong. Soften. Let me come up, please. And we stand the feet on the floor. They could be further away from you. And we drop the knees to one side. The head looks to the other side now. Dropping, dropping, dropping. Now I'm going to use a block. You may not need a block, but for me it really helps a little bit. So I'm going to sit on the block and cross my legs. So you might cross the legs here. For some of you, you can cross your legs easier than I can. And what I do with the block is I tip up. So my bottom is just on the edge. I don't know if you can see that. And that just helps me in my hips here. Now, this is an area, the inguinal creases here, where as we get older, there's a lot of sluggishness that goes up and down here. So sitting cross-legged is wonderful for circulation, for hydration of lymphatic fluids as well as blood. So as you sit, cross your legs as best you possibly can, and that could be crossing here, it could be here. But see if you can tweak the block in a way that just supports you. Now, again, you want to practice how you want to be shaped. So I don't want to let everything collapse here. So I'm not interested in being like you or being like you or being like you. I'm only interested in what it's like to be the best version of myself. Fingertips on the floor, like the piano, and I'm going to walk forwards. And I'm going to see if I can keep the elegance in my spine. And if you can start to close your mouth and imagine that you can fog a mirror with your breathing. On the inhalation, on the exhalation. So there's a very slight throat sound, calming your nervous system. And even the places in your body that resist, the places that may never work exactly how we'd like them to, even some of the places that are a little sore. You see, the truth is, the body's purpose is not to perform for us, but it's to live as us. So when you fill that dodgy hip or back or knee with breath, you kind of invite light and consciousness into participating in your own recreation. You're actually activating the wholeness that was always rooted in you. So it doesn't matter, you see. We're not here to be like anybody. We're not here to perform, to hold postures. We're here to bring every part of us back into wholeness. So you're choosing to belong to all of myself, all of yourself. Coming up. Oh, 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 oh. Now stand your front leg. Bring it closer. Take the other opposite arm. Take the other arm behind you. Lift. Every time you breathe out, the waist, the bottom becomes heavier. Now twist, lift out of your shoulders, pull the knee towards the armpit. Every breath out, you're growing, whether you're aware of it yet or not. Bottom heavy, spine light. It happens like a flower. You're growing on every exhalation. It's the way the spine and the diaphragm and the pelvis work. Come back. And now the back leg takes the place of the front leg, and we stand it on the floor. Let me just go to the side here. And I wrap around, other arm goes behind. So it's keeping the verticality. I'm lifting out of the shoulders. And then as I exhale, I turn, twist, roll, and rinse. Chest open, upper back wide. Good. And we come back to center. Now, if you've got your strap, we're going to finish off with the strap. Make yourself nice and comfortable, lying on your back. Tweak into better posture. Place the strap on the sole of the right foot. Hold the strap as a good handle close to the foot. Your left foot is standing. The palms are facing your head so the shoulders can soften. And as you breathe out, see if you can press the lower back down and lift the head towards the knee. Soft, 3 breaths. Pushing into the strap, pulling the strap against the foot. Now hold the strap with your right hand, and you can see my hand is very close to the foot. I place my left hand on the left hip, let the head rest on the floor, and I'm going to open the right leg as wide as I can, and the left knee's kind of balancing me out. Take the left arm over the top of the head or out from the shoulders and breathe. Keep pushing into the strap, pulling the strap against the foot. Come back, please. Change hands, same leg. Keep the standing foot where it is. Right arm goes out. Now twist over to the other side. Chest open, head looking over the right hand. Come back, please. Now slip off the strap, stand the right foot on the floor, take the strap now around the sole of the left foot. Hold the strap with both of your hands. Draw the shoulders down, turn the palms to face your head. And then we press the lower back, we bring the head towards the leg. 3 breaths, soften the chest, soften the shoulders, soften your breathing, even soften your thinking. Now place the left hand on the strap, right hand on the right pocket, let your head rest on the floor elegantly. Take the left leg out to the left, as wide as you can. And the right leg is opening out to balance you out. Right arm out or over. Come back, please, change hands. Left arm out from the left shoulder, and then we twist over to the right, whilst the head drifts over toward the left. Chest open. Doesn't matter what it looks like. We're not trying to be like anybody else. We're just feeling it. If you feel it from the inside, it'll always be correct. If you're trying to look like somebody else, then we've moved 1,000 miles away from what's right for us. Come back, please. Oh. And now, if you can hold the strap, have about 10 inches gap, lengthen one leg, take the arms high over the top of the head, lengthen both legs, pull the toes back, and just be here for about 5 breaths as your whole body gets this sense of increased circulation, hydration. All the joints are open. Now stand your feet on the floor. Let go of the strap, and if you have got a block behind the back of the head, just move it for a moment. Rehold the strap above the head if that's doable, and put your feet in a position where your hamstrings, your glutes are going to get incredibly strong. So lifting up now into the bridge. Are you pushing equally with both feet? Now bring the feet a little bit closer together so they're both strong, and bend up the left knee. And then change, bend up the right knee. And then change, just keep alternating. So now the legs are getting strong, but we're doing it in a symmetry, a way with symmetry, so we don't wear out one side more than the other. Now keep the arms over the top of the head, roll your spine down vertebra by vertebra, let the lower back touch the floor before the tail, wrap the hands around the knees, bring the head, the knees as close together as possible, soften the chest, soften the throat. Then keep your toes pulling back, hands on the knees, open your knees as wide as you can, stay in happy baby, or bring the hands on the inside into another version of happy baby. Now, wherever you are, open the legs out to the side, bring your hands together and lift your shoulder blades off the floor, pointing the fingers towards the wall you're looking at, straightening into the inside of both legs. And then we let that go. Now I'm going to bring a block underneath the bottom, wherever my block is. It's here. And that's going to help me lift the legs up into the air. So again, encourage the venous flow back to the heart. And we could stay here. You might want to flip into a little shoulder stand. I prefer just to elevate the legs. So I'm getting strength in those valves, veins. When you're ready, when you've done enough, come down, please. Slip out the block, lengthen out both of your legs, unless it's better for you to have the legs bent. Let your feet just fall open, let your arms fall open, and fill your body with breath. Fill your shoulders, the inner volume of your shoulders, the inner volume of your hips, which will be so much more now. There'll even be greater volume in your knees, ankles. And it's the inner volume that allows everything to function much better. Enjoy some very soft, long breaths. And I'm not sure if you're aware of it yet or not, but in your leg bones, there'll be an afterglow. In the foot bones, there'll be an afterglow. Your hips, there'll be a deep glowing afterglow. In your pelvis, an afterglow. So your legs strong, eccentrically, concentrically, isometrically. That means you walk better. It means you stand better. It means you move better. It even means that you age better. Just one more minute, please, of very slow, mindful breathing. Turn your head from side to side. And then we stand one foot on the floor, stand the other foot on the floor. And we lift the back arm up and we throw ourselves over to the front. And as we get older, the first muscles to atrophy are the glutes and the quadricep muscles. So in yoga, they call those the muscles of independence, muscles that always will get you up the stairs, out of a chair, off the floor. And so in our class this evening, we've strengthened the bones, a lot of work around hips, pelvic floor, but more than anything else, we've kind of strengthened those glutes, those quadricep muscles, all the muscles that keep you wonderfully strong, youthful, and full of vitality. Please bring your hands over the heart and continue to enjoy the afterglow in your leg bones, your foot bones, and your pelvic floor. Namaste, Om Shanti. Love being with you. And hopefully I might see some of you at 8 a.m. in the morning, or I'll see you on Saturday at